A convicted killer will not face the death penalty, a decision that has some people in our area outraged.
In May, Scott Johnson was sentenced to life in Wisconsin prison without parole. The 39-year-old man from the UP was convicted of opening fire on a group of young people who were swimming in the Menominee River last summer. That river runs along the Wisconsin-Michigan border. Anthony Spigarelli, Tiffany Paulson, and Brian Mort all died in the attack. Mort was shot on the federally owned train bridge that runs over the Menominee River, and because of that, some had hoped that Johnson would also face federal charges where the death penalty is a possibility. But as you heard, that will not happen. Lou Hillman has reaction now in this Fox 11 follow-up.
The memory of last summer's border shootings is something many in the Upper Peninsula are still coming to grips with. No one more so than Daniel Gordon.
It makes me extremely angry that he got off that easy.
Gordon was one of the teens on the East Kingsford train bridge when gunfire erupted last summer. He was hit by shrapnel but stayed on the bridge because he didn't want to leave behind his friend Brian Mort, while Mort lay there bleeding to death.
It's not fair to those three kids. It's not. It's not fair to me. I could not be here right now. I could very simply not be here right now. And that guy's sitting off in prison having a good old time.
Gordon says late last month, FBI investigators met with him and family members of the other victims to say they are not pursuing federal charges for the attack. That means the convicted killer, Scott Johnson, will not have to face the death penalty.
They didn't give us hope. They didn't give us nothing. They just said, that's it, deal with it.
The meeting was held here at the Dickinson County Sheriff's Office. Family members say they were told investigators are not pursuing a federal case since Johnson received the maximum punishment in Wisconsin Circuit Court. Officials with the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Michigan did not want to comment today on the decision, but they said they do plan to release a statement next week. Since the murders, the Mort family has collected more than 5,000 signatures from community members, hoping to put pressure on the U.S. Attorney's Office to file charges.
I'm not giving up hope. Until the day I die, I have to get justice for my son's murder and for those other two kids.
Sylvia Mort says she's disappointed, but her family will appeal the decision to the Michigan grand jury.
So it could be the same fight and never get anywhere. That doesn't mean I'm going to give up.
In Iron Mountain, Lou Hillman, Fox 11 News.
Johnson is serving out his life sentence at the Wisconsin Secure Program facility, which is south of Madison in Boscobel.